Welcome back to In the Midst. So as you can see, I am surrounded by boxes and we're going to talk about that. So we homeschool, most of you know that, and this is most of our Abeka curriculum. It came in the mail today. So we're going to talk about what is it. We're going to do some unboxing. Let's look at it, see what's in here, what all's involved. Why should you choose Abeka or not? It's totally up to you. No matter where you homeschool, you can use this curriculum. In these boxes, we have 1st and 8th grades. So that's crazy, hard to believe. But we've been doing this since my oldest was in the very end of kindergarten. So this will be our 8th year, full year, homeschooling. My youngest will be going into 1st grade. We did K4, right now K5, and now 1st. So we've been homeschooling for a long time. This is not something that I ever thought I would do. These are falling. But I can't imagine doing anything else. So everything is going to come in the Abeka marked boxes. They ship from Pensacola, Florida. There's always the option for free shipping. You can get expedited shipping and it's tons more money, but like I don't need it, like today. So we don't ever pay for the extra shipping. To have boxes that are, 5, 10, 15 pounds or more, to get free shipping is incredible. I am cheap. I do not like to pay for shipping if I can avoid it. So I'm just thankful that Abeka gives us that option. This is a Christian school, private school, religious curriculum. Everything is based on the King James Bible. And that's part of why we use it. We use it because I know what's in here. I know the math is good math. It's traditional math. It's not taught as Common Core. Being homeschooled, you can teach it however you want to. We just don't want to go that route. They give us everything. So when you purchase, we purchase the Homeschool Student Kit and the Parent Kit. And we're going to look at that. So let's do some unboxing, see what's in here. Let's talk about what's missing, because I know there's something missing in this box, and we'll talk about why. So I don't know which is which. This box is 18 pounds and this is 3 of 5. So they are marked. And when you get your shipping, you get individual shipping for all of these. So this is part of our 8th grade stuff. So these are heavy boxes. Oh, it's all wrapped. Whoops. It's all wrapped together. So I'm not even going to edit that out because it's real life. I'm clumsy. I forgot. It's all wrapped like this. So we're going to take it out of here and just stack it in the boxes so it stacks a little better. Let's see. Let's get the plastic off. Abeka offers all the courses you need. They are not the cheapest curriculum. They are not the most expensive curriculum. It's not exactly like unit studies. Some people like that, prefer that, and that's fine. But that's not what we do. So this 8th grade is Pre-Algebra. These are your math concept cards. So it's almost like flashcards, quick things to do, pull out, remember, are in here. You know what? We're unboxing, so I'll just go ahead and open it and show you guys what they look like. You can purchase things individually. If you only want Abeka Math or Abeka Language Arts or Abeka History, then you can. You don't have to get the full kit. You are welcome to mix and match however you want to. This is just easier for us, so this is why we do it. So these concept cards are algebra, decimals, exponents, formulas, fractions, geometry, measurements, percents, place values, proportions, all that. So we've got exponents here, 10 to the second. Your base is 10, your exponent is 2. And it tells you what chapter this goes with. So this is stuff in chapter 1. 2 over 8 equals x over 64. How to find what that 2 is. This is all chapter 1. Fractions, measurements. So chapter 2, 1 yard's how many inches. Every year is going to start with some review and then get into the new stuff. It doesn't want you to just, skip right to new stuff and assume that you remembered everything from before. So this is what these cards look like. Great for just quick study tools, quick quizzes, just to be able to have those easily accessible. And you start getting these first grade, I think. It's early. Like, we've got tons of these boxes. So this is grammar. This is the teacher key. All your teacher stuff, the textbooks like this are spiral bound, so they're real easy to get, you know, have out on the table or whatever. It looks just like your student's textbook, but you've got the answers. So this is showing his, you know, pages, unit, exercise numbers, exactly what he's got. And if there's answers, it's there. Some of this is just he's got to create his own sentences, and it just says answers vary, and it lets you determine that. But praise the Lord, we got diagram answers, okay? Because let's just face it, we need those. In the back, there is a handbook. This is a lifesaver. It goes over manuscript form. Abeka teaches not only grammar, but diagramming that grammar and writing. So we go through manuscript form, you know, all your punctuation, capitalization, all that stuff, commas, colons, parts of speech. Back here, it's got a quick thing for all your helping, action, linking verbs, prepositions, all that fun stuff. And there, this year in 7th grade, we had the diagram. I don't know if it's in this one. DOs, IOs, pronouns, irregular adjectives. I really want to see the diagramming, because it's helped me a lot. I go back to this all the time. Right here, it tells you what goes in each space. It's fabulous, because I can't remember all this. So I'm getting better, because some of this I didn't even learn, and I'm sure some of you guys feel the same way. So it's just a lot easier. It's just so helpful to have this here. So this is Grammar and Comp 2. This is the teacher key. We're going to put this together. They've got vocabulary, spelling, and poetry. So all the way through 12th grade, they are going to have vocabulary and spelling words, worksheets, quizzes. That does not go away. I've got a literature book in here somewhere. You have quiz and test keys. Yours is going to be a shiny glossy cover. Looks just like theirs with the answers in it, so you can, you know, reread the sentences, give them examples, whatever it is that, you know, if they just can't quite think of a word. I can read exactly what he's reading, and I'm like, okay, let's think about this a little different, stuff like that. So that is everything except for my literature, which I'm not sure where that's at yet. This is the student book for spelling and poetry. Looks just like yours, but there's blanks, so that way you can check their answers. Their grammar and comp book has that same handbook with all the quick notes and stuff in it, so they can easily access that. Let's see, I've got history, science here. This is your student science book. 8th grade is Earth and Space. Super excited about that. There's experiments, different things in here you can do if you want to. If you choose not to, you don't have to. Science. You still have to hang on, bud. And that's all that's in this box that goes together. This is their literature book. Abeka does really well with literature and poetry. There's questions in here, lines to know. There's going to be tests and quizzes over this. So it is pretty detailed. History, quiz key, geography, studies. This is the teacher key for the activity book. History, American Land That I Love. This is the test key, answer key. And this is your copy of their textbook. So as they're reading the same maps they're seeing, you can see it, read it together, and the answers are in this for the chapter reviews and the section reviews. These little numbers here show you, okay, at the end of the section, this is where the answer for number 1, number 2, number 3 are found. So you can see that and help your student with those, check their answers, things like that. Okay, that is box 1. Box 2, 17 pounds. This is another We're gonna open this one. That's first grade. Let's see. I'm trying to finish all the 8th grade and keep it together so you guys can see it. Here we go. This is some more. Get this box out of the way.
Mom, we can use these for Christmas presents.
Just hang on.
Box.
Everything is all plastic wrapped together so it's not, shifting around and getting damaged in shipping. Please get out of the box. And it comes with a packing slip so you can see what was in here. Some of our history is back ordered. That's why it's not in that box. Every 4 years, they update a grade or two at a time. This year, I think, is 4th and 8th grade. So we don't have all of our history. It's coming. When you order it, you will get an email, and they sent the email saying, hey, these things are on back ordered. We will charge you for them when they ship. But in the meantime, these are the dates that we expect to get it. So some of our stuff we're not getting until May, July, and there's one thing, a test book, that's supposed to be here in November, but we can easily work and do those tests and quizzes without it because I have the answer key. I can ask him those questions. He can write it down. I can copy it out. We can do an oral quiz. So we're not just going without those tests and quizzes. It's not a big deal. Earth and Space Science has an activity book, just activities in here for each section. There's normally like 2 per chapter, so they just have some extra things to do to help reinforce what they've learned. This is my teacher book for literature. I have the exact same stories that he's reading. I can see all his questions. This gives me like a summary, his lines to know, all the things that he needs. There's reading quizzes in here. It's like a 5-question reading quiz that is in here for me to ask him. My copy of the Pre-Algebra book, they do it in halves. So this is the first half of the book. This is the second half of the book. But it's all in here. It's the work text. This is where your lesson plans are. Everything is in here. Tells you what he's doing for that day. If there's any quizzes or tests, your answers are right here. The work text is in black. Answers are in blue. So it just helps you be able to differentiate those quickly. Of places, your literature book is the same. Volume 1, Volume 2, first and second half. And then this is science is the same way. This is the second half of the science book, the textbook. And again, lesson 130, your lesson plans are in these books. You can get away with doing this without the teacher kit. I just don't. I like having the lesson plans laid out. That's why we use Abeka, because it's all right there. Some of you are nervous. You say, I don't know what to do. I couldn't homeschool. I'm not smart enough to do that with Abeka. And there's others that are like this. Abeka is just what I know. With Abeka, if you can, this is first grade, if you can read, you can teach. You can homeschool. It should be the rest of our 8th grade. First grade. Okay. Here we go. Now we've got tests. It's all wrapped together and it's almost the size of the box. It's hard to get it out of the box. Stop.
Mom, look. Mom, I have a cast. I broke my leg.
Yeah. Alright. So we're not going to cut the books. Get these open. Unboxings are fun. I always get so excited this time of year. We get our new curriculum and stuff in. This is his test book for science tests. We've got of places, which is your literature tests with speed and comprehension. Some of their readings are timed, so you know how many words they're reading per minute. And then there's questions about each one. Spelling and vocabulary quizzes. This is your Earth and Space Science test answer key, literature test and quizzes answer key, Science quizzes, quizzes and tests are separated. Student quiz book, science activity book for the student, grammar, quizzes and tests. These are together, but your spelling tests are not in here. This is the answer key for that, and I do keep these separated throughout the year. This is your pre-algebra quiz and test answer key book. It looks just like theirs. The covers, some of them are black and white, but they're all glossy. This is your students quiz and tests for pre-algebra. This is your students textbook. Everything is divided up into 170 lessons, so you can get through all of this. English is the only thing that they give you a separated, can't think of the word, lesson plan book for. So this has everything laid out for you. So we're going to open to lesson 1. It's going to tell you the materials you need at the top and what your objectives are for this lesson, and then your teaching procedure. Grammar, you're going to do pages 2 and 3. Literature, you're reading page 2, discussing the theme. They're going to have homework. I just do it all the same. We don't get through the lesson and then do homework at the end of the day. It's part of the lesson and we just do it. Spelling and vocabulary, what you're doing. There's a homework assignment, and you've got literature homework on the first day. Any book reports, research reports, they are in here. You will get to poetry, reciting it, once, twice, whatever, because there are written and oral poetry quizzes throughout the year. In the back for English, you have your own progress reports. I need to look and see if I can get progress reports for the other subjects. But it's all on here, what lesson number, what quiz number, a place to write the grade, and a place for your averages. So Abeka really does have all this laid out really well. This is the first half of the science teacher text, and then this is your math solution key. This is different than the text. So this solution key shows you like how they got worked out, how they got to that answer, what the steps are in those equations, where the text key might just have the answer and you don't know how they got there. To be able to teach it and explain it, that's what this is for. This is gold. So that is our 8th grade Abeka kit. That's what it looks like. You heard me mention 1st grade in this video. I've got 2 boxes here of 1st grade. I'm going to separate those into 2 videos though. So this one is just for 8th grade, and there will be one coming soon for 1st grade. But this is what we like about Abeka. The free shipping option, the biblical worldview, King James Bible, and anything you can, take away from, subtract something if you don't like, we want to use somebody else's math. You don't have to use Abeka math. It's easy to mix and match. We just order the whole kit because it's easier for us. We like it, and everything's laid out for us. So it just takes a lot of the guesswork out. So stay tuned for the 1st grade video.